Hey, what is up? In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to run SQL queries inside of Python for your Azure database. I'm going to keep this tutorial super short. I'm going to try and get through everything in 3 minutes or less. First thing you're going to need is pyodbc. Now, if you don't have pyodbc installed, just write pip install pyodbc. I already have it installed. And then you're going to need to build a connection string like this. All right, so with your connection string, we have a few different pieces here. We have our driver. So if you don't know your driver, you can get this pretty easily if you just go into your bar and write this ODBC data source, search for ODBC data source, click on drivers, and you'll find the one for SQL Server here, ODBC driver 17 for SQL Server. So that's my driver. So I just insert that into here. The other thing is I would recommend having a SQL Server Management Studio installed. And if you forgot your server, you can always find it inside of here and we'd paste that right in here. Then we'd want to select like which database we'd want to be in, user ID, and password login credentials. So that is going to be your connection string. All right, so once you got your connection string, once you've got pyodbc, it's pretty straightforward. So then you just want to create this variable connection where it's pyodbc.connect, and you pass in this connection string. You need to create a cursor, and then you can use your cursor to execute a SQL query. Now, the thing is, if it's going to be a read SQL query, and we want to get all of the rows, we then need to go one step further and use this rows and then cursor.fetchall. If we run this real quick, if we run rows, you'll see that we have all of the output from this SQL query in these rows. Now, this might not be the greatest output for you, so I often like to use pandas data frames. So this is the same thing, but instead we do pandas. So I have pandas already imported, pd.read SQL, and then we put that query, and then we put as our second argument the connection. If we go ahead and run this, you can see right here, much nicer inside of a pandas data frame. All right, so that's great and all for reading, but you might need to do some writing, updating, deleting, that kind of thing. And I actually found doing it like this is not the best way. So I'm going to show you a function I built. So same thing again, you need your whole connection string, and then we're going to have a new connection variable where we just connect, have a cursor, and then we have a cursor execute, and X in this case is going to be whatever the SQL query that we pass in. I found this actually to be very important, connection dot commit. And if I do not run that, I found I had some issues, like for example, where I was inserting rows into the database, it would say there's a duplicate key ID, and it's because I'm not doing this commit that ensures the transaction is committed. And then we just have a try except instead in case something goes wrong. And that's always good to close your cursor and your connection. So I have, if there's a cursor or a connection, we need to close it. So here's two examples of some queries that I already ran where I inserted into the database this new customer, Tom, and then I immediately deleted him. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this helped get you connected to SQL using Python.